Yes, guys, welcome back to the Saturday Football Show for only the second episode of the season. It's good to be back. Yeah, it's great to be back on the Saturday Football Show. What is the Saturday Football Show, I hear you asking? Well, it's the show that plays out as soon as the last 5:30 game finishes and before match of the day. So stick with us, smash the like button, get your comments in. How did your team perform today? Loads of stuff coming up on the show today, including Manchester United nicking it right at the death, Tottenham losing to Bournemouth, VAR robbing Fulham, and many more things, including a bit of a preview to Liverpool versus Arsenal tomorrow as well. But loads of results to get through. Joining me today, to my left, I have got Nick. How are we, fella?
I'm not too bad. Listen, we're 3-point collectors today. You know what I mean? I'm still in the hangover Wednesday, but I'm feeling better.
3-point robbers, mate.
I'm playing. We'll take it.
Shameless. To his left, fresh from a high last week, bringing in players, even today. Xavi Simons announced on the pitch to a humbling defeat where the fans are booing. Welcome to the Life of Tottenham. It's Dean. How are we, fella?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was just typical, innit? You sign Xavi, and then you lose on the weekend. Typical. But look, it's not the end. It's not the end, you know. I still have faith in Frank.
Jesus, right?
This is 2 games in, bro. You know what? 2 games in. It's trauma. It's trauma. It's trauma.
What, from the past? 3 games in.
It's trauma, man.
He's managed 270 minutes in the Prem, and
he's going like this already, isn't it? He's going like this already.
You have to keep the history of the Tottenham. And to my right, he's becoming a bit of a firm favourite on DR Sports.
Yes.
Thank you. How are we, fella?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Thanks for having me. Yeah. Good to be here. Literally was just in the neck of the woods of the Spurs and just watching all the fans. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment because the rain was pouring down as I was sitting inside the car and the Spurs fans. Tears, yeah. literally. But no, it's good. It's good. A lot happened today, so it'd be good to kind of like dissect it as well.
Well, it's a bloody good job we got this show coming up.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
Right, guys, get your chats in. Who do you support? Of your team won today? Even in the Championship, we're going to be going through those results as well, as we like to do on the Saturday Football Show. But we must start chronologically today with the South West London derby, the 12:30 kickoff. Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. VAR, the start to the season that they've had, it could not have gone any worse. And like I said, I definitely regret being at a Premier League event in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. Howard Webb was there, all the PGMO was there, the VAR little computer thing that they had me have a go on, and I should have just smashed
it in, bro. Why did you smash it?
And Howard Webb slapped him bar left.
Is it like having a look at what's going on?
Yeah, and I was like, get the Luis Diaz one up then against Spurs, and they're like, oh no, we're not allowed to talk about that. I was like, this is corruption. Anyway, listen, good result for Chelsea in the derby. Always take them wins, don't you? How ugly they are. Goals from Enzo with the penalty and João Pedro, another goal for him, really good header. But you have to feel for Fulham. Josh King. And scores the goal. Marco Silva slams. Unbelievable VAR decision to disallow the goal. And if you watch it back, I mean, Muniz on Chalobah, it's not a foul.
It's not a foul, no.
It's not a foul. Boys, what did you think of... I mean, look, the results are clean sheet for Chelsea. It's 3 more points on the board, but it definitely doesn't tell the full story.
No way. I thought it was sort of harsh on Josh King. I think it was a well taken goal. And these things happen in football. I think football's just becoming soft now, man. It was a mistake. He span on the ball, landed on his foot. It's football. It happens. You know, you can't avoid those things. He didn't do it intentionally. And Marco Silva, he has every right to sort of be angry. You can't get those points back. You know. No. And I'm in big favour of sort of referees also having post-match interviews to just understand their understand their thought process every single week, or every single podcast, every single TV show, every single channel. We talk about VAR decisions every single day.
More than the game,
and there's no accountability.
They get to just walk away and get in their cars, drive home.
And it's us fans that suffer. I know we're not on the pitch, but look, football runs right through us, you know, and every result impacts us. So
100%.
So yeah, man, it's a thing, something that needs to be sort of addressed. And
Yeah,
so,
Nick, the quotes coming out from Marco Silva says it's an unbelievable decision. Unbelievable. I'm not in the best mood to talk, but it was unbelievable. He likes that word. But how the goal was disallowed. Harsh for him, a boy who was dreaming for this moment all of his career. Great moment for him. It should not be disallowed. I would love to explain many things. The first goal, the 8 minutes extra time, which obviously Chelsea scored in. After the first corner, it was already 9 minutes. It's time to stop the game. That is the rules. I asked the referee, and he said because we lost time. But I checked the 8 minutes. The game didn't stop. I mean, Silva also confirmed that he would not push for an official complaint to be sent to PGMOL, but did say that they expect explanations. I mean, is there anything worse than having an absolute howler go against you, and then you see it, PGMOL issue an apology? It's too late.
It's ridiculous. That's my point. It's like, well, if they're offering an apology, so what are you seeing that you didn't see at the time to be offering? If you're right, why are you offering an apology? And that's my thing.
Yeah, you know what? With Silva, it's quite funny because he's quite an emotional manager, isn't he? Like,
well, you would be.
But in general, Silva, like, he's sometimes over the top. He's very Portuguese in that sense. Which, to be fair, I mean, it's who he is. Look, to be fair, I think with the disallowed Fulham goal, right? I actually think that I could genuinely though, because the thing is, he's spun, and to be fair, he has stepped on his feet. To be like, it could if that foul was given. I don't think too many people, if it was given in the moment, I don't think too many people would bat an eyelid. I think where I don't like it is where the goals happen and you're bringing it back for that. Because when VAR was brought in, we said clear and obvious, right? It was like big major mistakes. That for me is not a big major mistake. You leave that alone, in my opinion.
I'm watching it again now. I mean, the ball breaks for Fulham. The foul is just inside the halfway line.
That's what I mean.
Fulham go on and score. Great finish from Josh.
Great finish.
Poor defending.
Drop of the shoulder.
Poor defending. Sends the keeper the wrong way.
Even the second the penalty as well, the handball. I think it's one of those where it's like, yeah, maybe, but like, is that really where we're at? Is that what we're doing? Because then we're just going to see too much VAR influence and getting involved in areas where they don't really need to get involved.
And I'm watching the handball now as well, Qualms. I mean, his arm. Listen, I'll show you it now.
His arm's at the elbow.
Is there
I've
or
seen it. I
thereabouts,
watched
but he's
it.
not looking. He's not facing the ball.
I just think it's unfair. And then even a few seconds before that, the ball kind of struck João Pedro's hand.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people were saying to me in their comments when I'd done some video that another player kicked the ball against his hand, ball to hand or whatever. But for me, if you're going to give that one against Sesko, then you got to give you have to bring it back beforehand. I'm just disappointed in the referee because these are opportunities where obviously we know VAR, they're saying that they're not trying to re-ref the game, but they are. Behind closed doors, they more or less they are. I haven't seen a referee actually come out one time and just say, you know what, go and check the monitor, and then for him to actually have the cojones and say, you know what, fuck it, no, it's not right. That's a wrong decision. I'm going to go with the complete opposite. They always seem, as soon as they tell you to go to the monitor, 9 times out of 10, you already know what the decision's going to be. And in these kinds of games, especially with like a London derby, Fulham, they actually played decent. Yeah. They actually played all right. It can sway everything, and it can, you saw their body language, everything, their heads went down, especially with the goal before the end of the first half. Marco Silva and the rest of the guys, they were just like distraught because they were actually still in the game. And I think that was just more or less the nail in the coffin. And, there was a there was that little screenshot of Marco Silva just kind of just laughing to himself to say, you know what, that's it. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it?
He didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
Yeah, man. I don't blame him.
However, Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca comes out and says it was clear that Muniz fouled Chalobah in the build-up.
He has to defend his
He said, from my point of view, their player kicked our player, and the second one, it's handball. It's quite clear that it's a foul. I'm very happy in general. I was not happy with the first half. We didn't play on the ball, and we're not good enough in the duels. And then João Pedro says, listen, the referee makes his decision, so I don't have anything to say about it.
I prefer that response though. Yeah. Like even if I'm Enzo Maresca, and that's how you don't have to come out and say, oh no, I agree with it just because the decision's gone your way.
Because if it went against you,
you will just say it's not okay. That's what I mean. I just don't like it. Yeah, it's a shame because, like I said, Fulham played well, but look, at the end of the day, João Pedro is a player I really like. I know you just mentioned I've been watching him from before. He's certified. He scores goals. He always, even with the header, he didn't even seem like he was gonna win it. Get up in the air, but his timing on the ball, even when you're trying to close him down as well. I always notice it's so difficult because he'll drop the shoulder and he'll spin the other way.
Nimble.
Yeah, he's very, very nimble. So yeah, he's a really good
and he
footballer.
cleared one off the line.
Cleared off the line, yeah. So hence the reason why he's man of the match today.
I would give him man of the match for sure.
But yeah, Casado as well was a strong candidate as well.
Yeah, Enzo, that
block as well.
Enzo
Yeah,
and Casado
yeah.
was really, really good.
But for me, it's just Casado like week in, week out. He's in that category of, for me, having a conversation of sort of best DM in the league when you're talking.
Declan Rice.
Rodri's obviously he's injured, so you got Gravenberch. Caicedo, come on, bro. For me, right now, he's right at the top there.
Bro.
He had an injury as well.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's better than all right. Anyway, let us know in the chat if you're a Chelsea fan. I can see there's a few here saying world champions, hold that.
They're doing well.
Respect Caicedo says FP. Shameless from AGT when VAR disallowed a goal for Chelsea in a cup final against Liverpool that was never offside. But we're not talking about that today. That was 3 years ago, man. Top of the league, hold that, says Tino.
But there was that, sorry to cut you as well, there was that challenge. I can't remember what season it was. Was it Aston Villa versus Bruno Fernandes? I saw a clip of it. And they brought it back
game
up.
of the season.
Yeah.
And Aston Villa would have got into the Champions League.
The same thing.
That
And
was a
obviously they brought
disgrace.
it back. So this is where there's that the inconsistency in the game. I've always said it. And I only said the only way it's going to change is if it happens to England in the World Cup or something like on the big stage. And then that's when everyone will be like, oh no, it has to change. Do you know what I mean? But it's so annoying. It's very frustrating. I mean, we're lucky as Arsenal because we've had a few from last season, which Liverpool always go on about Odegaard and whatnot. But it's just, I just wish there was more consistency throughout all of the decisions because those points for Fulham could be the difference between them staying up or being relegated.
100%.
You know what? Go on, sorry.
You don't know if that goal went in, if Chelsea would have come back and scored because they did play better in it. Chelsea were excellent in the second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. The consistency of these decisions just need to be spoken about, man. Like you can't just let it slide all the
But
time.
they'll release a statement, they'll do something and hope everyone forgets about it by next week and then, international break. But I'm sure even tomorrow there'll be incidents that we're speaking about. And we don't want to, as fans, be speaking about this week in, week out. It is boring.
Game, man.
It gets to the point where there's just no more energy left to speak about it because you know nothing will change.
But also, like, I just feel like I'm in the mindset of like, it will never be consistent in my opinion. Like I just think the game is just far too subjective for it to ever be
evens out.
Sorry, what will even out?
Mistakes.
Yeah. They'll kind of even out, but also like, I just don't think we're ever, like. So for example, another thing they're doing this season, I've noticed, right, is that a lot of the sort of pulling and tugging in the box, they're pulling back a lot of those and giving. I think we'll come on to it. They're giving a lot for that as well.
There was one last week.
There was some today as well. There was some today, but that's gonna become messy for them because how do you give some and not others? It's a corner. There's like 10 man in the box at a time.
This is it.
People are gonna pull. They're gonna tug. Some are gonna be given. Some are not gonna be given. Yeah. So I don't know.
Just staying on Chelsea though, because off the pitch today, it's just all kicking off. Nico Jackson was on a plane with his agents, Ali Barat and Diamanzi Kamara, on the way to Munich. The deal was announced at 2:38 today. Fabrizio said, exclusive, Nico Jackson's first pick as a new FC Bayern player after a deal was agreed this morning. Fast forward 6 hours. And Liam Delap is hauled off with a suspected hamstring injury midway through the first half. Probably Enzo Maresca himself said it's 6 to 8 weeks out. The phone then gets picked up to call Nico Jackson's camp. They were told that there is a problem and they might need to bring him back.
Yeah.
Right after he's already been greeted by the press in Munich, he's already almost met his officials from the club that go through the process of the medical, etc. So he travelled to Munich, looked really happy when he got there, and then they got this phone call 3 minutes after he signs, allegedly, right? And his plans obviously were dealt a big blow because Chelsea were then keen to scrap the proposed transfer and keep Jackson for themselves to cover for the injured Delap. Then, former Premier League ace Diamanzi Kamara, actually his agent now, posts up a story. It says, "We are not going back."
It's true.
And then he says, "The plane doesn't go backwards." ... Munich. What is going on?
It's a knee-jerk reaction, isn't it? Delap got injured, unfortunately, within the first 15 minutes of the game. And Chelsea are now, with 3 days left of the window, are thinking, how long? Delap looks like a hammy.
Yeah.
So what's that? 3 to 6
minimum.
weeks? Yeah, 3 to 6
said
weeks.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 weeks.
I mean, a hammy, you'd say a minimum
6
3.
to 8, yeah.
But a bad one is 6 to 8.
6 to 8 weeks. So
rush them back in after that.
There you go. So it's unfortunate for Delap. So hopefully he recovers.
Allegedly, well, not allegedly, Max Erbel, who is Bayern sporting director, told Sky in Germany, "We'll see what happens. Jackson is still here. We'll take action after the match, but I can't give details yet."
Yeah.
So I think he signed. I think he signs at Munich. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I think he signed. I think it's just
shades.
Yeah, you can't.
If
if he signed it and stuff, I think he signed. It's a knee-jerk reaction from Chelsea.
This is also just the ugly side of football, isn't it? Like,
it's a business, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is also just where like they don't really care about the player.
Nothing.
Like, but he's in his mind. He's done it. He's done it. Chelsea. He's finished, and then they're gonna pull him back in. Keep in mind as well, they've stopped playing him for how long now as well? True. Because of like they didn't really play him towards the end of pre-season. They didn't really play him at the Club World Cup either. So it's from back then.
Club World Cup.
And he's been phased out, isn't it? With João Pedro scoring.
But either way, mentally he's checked out, and then they just tried to pull him in because the Lap's got injured. It's like it's ugly. I get it.
Do you really want him? Did you really want him?
That's where I question Maresca, and I think it's kind of like like a spoilt baby. Like, you've got hundreds of players. Yeah. Make something work.
Bonanote's just come through the door.
Exactly. Last season, Ange had 11 players out. People were telling me, no, Ange still has to make it work. Just let Jackson do his thing and make it work. It's
like a kid that's played with a toy 5 minutes on Christmas morning goes, yeah, what else?
That's it. What other players we got? Like that one's done. It's finished.
So Chelsea fans, let us know in the chat how do you feel about the potential outgoing. I guess we have
probably
to buy
another one though. They'll just probably buy a striker. That's the thing about Chelsea.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us know how that fiasco ends. And obviously, Chelsea, a good result for them today. But if you're a Fulham fan, how gutted are you? Just like Marco Silva with that unbelievable VAR decision to disallow the King goal. Let's go to Molineux.
That was a good game.
Everton win 3-2.
That was a good game.
Grealish.
My guy, Jack Grealish,
has started on fire. This fella now has 4 assists in 2 games for the Toffees.
Yes.
Big away performance. They almost threw it away at the end, but Beto gets the goal. Dewsbury Hall gets the goal, and Dye as well, who gives the Wolves celebration.
I really like
to the
him.
Wolves fans.
I really like him.
That is a very. I mean, listen, they lost 1-0 to Leeds, but since then, what is it? 5 goals scored. Some start for Everton.
I did say Everton will be a surprise package. I did say it.
No, this
the team it's a nice little team.
Yeah, I like him.
It's a nice little team.
I like him. I really like him. Ndai. I think he's quality. Yeah. He's very obviously low center of gravity. He can drive forward. Good small touches which commits the other players or the opposition, and then that opens up space for the likes of Grealish. And I mentioned it last week about Grealish getting an assist. Yeah, I wasn't wrong because I just feel like he feels like he's at home. You can see that he works very hard off the ball as well, which obviously Moyes, that's something that David Moyes always wants. He requires or requests from all his players. But I just like the balance. I think all around, like, Everton will be fine in the Premier League. I don't think they'll ever be getting close to relegation, but they've got goals in them as well. I think today kind of gave them that impetus of, you know what, we can score goals now. It's not just nicking a game. It's all right. Yeah, they did concede 2, but no, it was good. Really, really good. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, bro. Shout out David Moyes, man. I said it like last week as well. Like, what a manager! Like, he's been doing it in the Premier League consistently for like 25 years. Somewhere around that time.
Since 2002.
Yeah. What was that, Everton, right? Yeah. He was at Everton, and you know what? As well, I love the fact that he's back at Everton. It feels
just
right.
feels so right.
Yeah. New stadium with Everton. Grealish. It's nice to see the shackles are off and he's just playing again. The first assist was actually a very unconventional assist for Grealish. It was a headed assist, which you don't really see from him. But another one as well, you know what, who could have a big season, to be fair, is Dewsbury Hall. Because it seems like Moyes really trusts him. He's had 90 minutes in all 3 of their games
playing
so far.
In the 10.
Playing in the 10, mate. That's what I mean. And that second goal they scored, he took it really nice.
he
And
did.
near post into the roof of the net.
He's a good
buried it.
finisher.
Yeah, so
Buried it,
he's
left
one
foot, buried it.
he's one to. But they got a potent attack now, and then you got what Guehi and Garner behind them as well.
Potent.
Yeah.
Beto.
No, but
And the thing is-
Grealish and Ndiaye on either wing is
And
nice.
Ndiaye didn't even have his greatest game today.
No.
He didn't even have his
And
greatest
they've
game.
got Barry as well.
Yeah.
And I like Barry as well.
Yeah, yeah.
He stretches
Good
to
on the
he
bench.
can stretch
Dibbling
to-
was on the bench today as well.
Dibbling.
Seamus Coleman, Alcaraz, Dwight McNeil.
But they got a solid defence as well.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
do.
Didn't play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't play that well. They did concede 2.
Yeah.
But it was Beto, Grealish, and KDH that won that game for them, man.
Yeah, and on the Wolves side of things, you look to their bench. There was no Larson in the squad today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hwang scores a really good finish.
He does.
And
He
I
did.
kind of
Took
think,
it well.
well, this guy's really good. I remember he had like a real big purple patch a couple of seasons ago, and he seems to have got his confidence back up today. But what do you make of the fact that there was no Larson, and we're actually still watching the
should be
Saturday
going.
night football in the Premier
Yeah.
League? Walt Marder has come in for Newcastle. Are we now going to see Larson go there as well? And what happens then to Wissa? Because if he's not in the squad today, that must mean his head is elsewhere.
Strand Larson and I think Strand Larson going to Newcastle. I don't know. I think Wissa will go. It will be a much better fit. Strand Larson similar to Walter Maid. The guy to pronounce it.
He's massive as well.
He is.
They're both and Strand so yeah, I get what I mean. The profiles are the same. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's
want
just
something
the
different in
same.
there.
The same thing with I'm thinking with Liverpool, which is Hugo and Isaac. I'm like,
okay, yeah.
profile similar.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Thing is as well, if you're Wissa, I know we probably might come on to Brentford later, but if you're Wissa, you've kind of like taken yourself out the squad now, haven't trained him for a while.
Yeah.
What do you do if Newcastle know you're in a bit not trouble, but it's not an ideal scenario, and this goes back to the whole thing of like. Just don't do like with Isak as well. Just go to training.
Well,
Like,
allegedly, he politely informed them that he would like the
Yeah,
Newcastle
he'd like to
move.
leave, yeah.
There's ways of doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
There's ways, yeah.
was it for an email? Kind regards. You know what I mean?
It was. So that's a massive result for Everton.
Yeah.
People are risking it in World Cup year as well, man.
I know. Well, they're
Like,
desperate because
risky,
they're like,
desperate,
listen,
yeah.
I want to be playing in that World Cup. I don't want to be sitting on the sideline.
Exactly.
Everton now in the top 5.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
would have
good.
thought it?
Starting
Big up.
well.
3 games.
Good.
Wolves,
Big up
though,
to the
Wolves
Toffees, I
could be
guess.
in a bit of trouble.
Wolves are in the
Down.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, that's three games, 3 losses, 2 goals scored, and 8 goals conceded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
It's
West
not-
Ham.
it's
The
not looking
redemption
good.
arc for Grealish is kicked off immediately,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
So listen,
see it.
big result for the Toffees away at Wolves. I had that as a draw, I think. So massive result, and they held on at the end. Manchester United. Manchester
Here we go.
United.
Here we
What happened
go.
in this game? Well, it was a 1-0 lead that United took into the first half. Cullen own goal, who played brilliantly last week, got a goal and an assist. Foster scores and Bemo scores,
Yeah.
and Anthony scores,
Yeah.
not that Anthony.
Yeah.
For Burnley at 66 minutes, you're thinking, oh, what's going on here? Especially for all those people that backed Manchester United in the final one standing, they were biting their nails for sure. But Bruno Fernandes in the 97th minute,
Penny.
Nick, he comes up and he scores.
So
God.
good.
I mean, the team was still, pretty much what they put out last week. I mean, how much joy can you take from this victory?
Be honest.
All
now.
right.
Be honest. Be honest.
So I started the show as 3-point collectors, etc., etc. Listen, let me be real with it. Let me be real. My stance on where we're at is not really any different to what it was before. I still think ultimately Ruben Amorim is this is like the start of the end for me. I reckon.
Okay.
I don't think he's got much time left.
Yeah.
I think. The thing is, right, today we created a lot of chances, and you can't really put it on him that the players weren't taking. There was an Ahmad chance in the first half that was, he just skied it.
And
We were
Boma.
creating chances, and
Yeah,
Boma
yeah,
played
yeah.
really well today,
Put
had
it
a few
wide.
chances, so
Yeah.
we were definitely creating chances. There's just lapses of concentration, though. Like the first goal we conceded, right? There's 5 of our whole back line is in our box.
Yeah.
Foster still has about 5 yards of space to finish it off with like no one around him. Like, how do you manage to make that
played well.
happen?
He
And then
played
the
well.
second goal that they score is so comical,
Yeah.
and it's so like if everyone there was in blank like clothes, you can't see their faces. I'd look at them and be like, oh, Man United conceded that goal because it's this kind of goal we concede. Do you know what I mean? So. But I don't know, like, what can you really take from it? Like, we got a penalty in the last minute, which, to be fair, it's really, really soft.
Man United.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You got a penalty
All
in
the
the
time.
16th minute as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, we
time,
did.
yeah.
Mason
And
Mount
what's funny
going
as well
down.
is that they're very similar scenarios. I mean, I think the reason why the Mason Mount one got overturned is because Mason Mount was giving it back as well.
Yeah.
Whereas the Ahmad one, it was just Ahmad being pulled back.
Yeah, but the pull wasn't even.
As soon as he went to the
pull.
screen, you knew he was going to disallow that, right?
Yeah. But listen, I don't know. I mean, like we've got Chelsea, Man City, and Chelsea next.
Cunha injured.
Cunha potentially injured. He went off with a hammy, who's been basically our best player all season long. So I don't know. I still think that Ruben Amorim going forward, not really going to be the one. I just think his system is far too rigid. He doesn't want to build up through the midfield. He wants to build up through wide centre backs and full backs. I just don't see it working. And also, you know what? Another thing as well. We play a two-man in midfield, right? If you told me, right, who in your midfield suits playing two in midfield? I tell you, no one. No one suits it. You might say Agate, but Agate's not been great. I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, but Agate was playing this system in Portugal.
Yeah,
So
but different.
You would expect
I know, but
you would
he's-
expect to understand.
But the thing is, I think he understands. I think he's just not very good.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
very good.
I think he's just not a very good player.
The
Casemiro doesn't suit
Prem's a
it.
different beast.
It's
This is what I'm
different
saying.
gravy. Yeah, it's different gravy.
This is
But
what we're saying.
Casemiro don't suit it. Bruno don't suit it. Mount don't suit it. Kobe don't suit it. It's just I don't get it. Man.
Listen, the penalty gets overturned, and then the own goal. How unlucky do you have to be if you're Cullen?
Yeah, Cullen. Yeah,
You know, it just
for
bounces
the own
off
goal.
and does go over the line.
Brilliant
Obviously,
game last week.
he just smashed it
I
last
was
week.
more disappointed in Burnley's defending for that one, because obviously they were doing like zonal marking. And me as a defender, I'm speaking as a defender. I would scrap that. If I'm centre back and I see my man just in space, I say,
I mean, Casemiro had
pick
so
up
much
Casemiro. Why are you allowing him to have a free header? And then I think De Ligt kind of pinned like two or three defenders already anyway. So it was just one of those things where I was a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cullen was all right. I liked him in the midfield. He looked decent.
I mean, the defending for the second Burnley goal,
It's
like you
comical,
said,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
comical.
it is.
It is
I mean, the
comical.
keeper's all over the gap.
Yeah.
But you peppered them though.
Yes, you
Like
won the game.
26.
Yeah,
They did pepper you. That is a fact.
I don't know about peppered us.
But you
Not-
win the game. But my
pepper
question
us.
to you
No,
is,
you lot did.
you lot peppered
Man
them.
United had
Yeah,
loads of
Man United-
chances,
that's what I'm saying.
but that's what we were saying about Man United. But the problem is not at the attacking. I have no.
It's defense,
It's the
yeah,
defense,
yeah.
and it's to be honest, it's from the midfield going backwards.
Yeah.
It's so open. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that
I'm just
ball,
reacting again to the penalty that was given in the last minute to Ahmad. So
you know they're gonna
silly
give it.
to drag him like that. on
Just
the
let
edge
him
of
run.
the
Where is he
box. I
even
mean,
going? He's not even going anywhere. There's a man coming
poor.
across.
But that penalty that is going to cause PGM some big problems because
100%.
it's too subjective. Like I said
Yeah.
earlier,
Yeah.
there's going to be
Too
so
soft
many that
as
aren't
well.
given, and then you're going to see it on Twitter. Someone's going to post that exact challenge and be like, "Oh, if this is given, why is it
There's
not?"
been loads. There's been players that are flipping holding on to man on corners or set pieces and nothing's given. Do you know what I mean? So it's just it's annoying.
Is the main positive to take out of this game is that Brian Mbeumo scores again?
Yeah, he looked really, really bright. He looked really good. I mean, the goal against Grimsby, he took well, but all throughout the game, he looked really bright. And on that side, him and Ahmad looked really good.
Yeah.
So listen, look, if them two can sort of create something between them two there, if Cunha comes back, maybe there's something to be gained from this season. My ideal scenario is that Amram can just squeeze something out of this season. And then you replace him in the summer. Because I just stop laughing.
I'm sorry.
What is that something?
I don't know.
Squeezing it like orange juice.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Squeezing it like orange
it's
juice.
struggle.
Last
I'm not gonna lie.
drop.
Because, all right, after Grimsby, I was head loss, and I think fair enough, I was head loss. Like it's the League 2 Grimsby. I wanted him out. I still realistically, I want him to be gone. I just think. Do it now. Don't wait till November, December when it's a
Amarim
complete
in,
disaster.
Keep him.
But the problem is who comes in.
You keep Amarim.
Keep him in. Yeah, we love him.
I want a lifetime contract.
Do you think?
Yeah, man, keep him.
I wanted to ask this quickly.
You lot are funny.
Do you think he's out of his depth in the Premier League? Do you think he he's bitten off more than he can chew? He thought he could come from Portugal over here and it would be nice and easy.
His style of play, my way or the highway.
I don't think that he ever thought it was going to be nice and easy. I think he's been very plain and simple in telling us, look, there are going to be difficult times. But I think where I'm struggling, and I think where a lot of Man United fans are struggling, is that there's nothing to see where you go, right, okay, cool, like, it makes it. Because you know what it is as well, like, like if you said to me, right, what's one goal where you go, oh, that's Amrim's system in play there? I couldn't really name. I'm like, I can see some patterns.
Yeah.
But there's not anything where I go, right, that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. I mean, he still hasn't won 2 back-to-back Premier League games.
That's crazy.
That's
isn't it?
horrible, huh?
You got next week?
Well, after the national break is City, so we're not winning. I mean, who knows?
But they will turn up. The thing is, they'll turn up for City. That's the thing.
Well, this is the thing. We actually typically do better against the better teams under Amorim, but it's just like, I just don't see it. And like I said earlier, there's too many players out of position. There's too many of our best players playing where they shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
And I also think that's on Ineos. When they brought him in, should you not have looked at the squad and actually thought, before we can have a whole overhaul of the squad, can he squeeze the best out of this team? No. Let's not go for him then.
Yeah.
I think the only positive is that off the back of the Grimsby game, you got to win. And if you go back to like the Alex Ferguson days, it would always be, if you lot had a setback, it would always be right. Next game,
you have to
doesn't matter what happens, what the performance is, get the result, get the result, and that's it. And then we can talk about it afterwards or behind closed doors. So I think, credit to Man United for getting the job done. I really wanted Bruno Fernandes to sky it again like he done.
Well, he's had.
Midweek,
They've all had plenty of penalty practice.
I was hoping he would miss it, but they done what they needed to do, and
Just
that's 3
about.
points. Yeah.
Can we talk about the one thing though? Sesko, man.
20 minutes.
Was he playing?
He come on in 72 minutes.
That's okay. Listen, I don't think that's a big deal.
But you're playing Cunha up front, Sesko on bench, huh?
All right.
How much did they get?
80, 70.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Hold on. Hold tight. First of all, right, Cunha's actually done alright in the 9. I think Cunha's actually looked good in the 9.
You brought in a striker.
Oh, yeah,
you
but
brought in a striker and you're putting a number 10
exactly.
Bro,
in the striker position.
I don't know. Ekitike, 22 years old. He's come in for the same amount of price, same money, sorry, and they're looking to bring in Isak to bench Ekitike.
Yeah, but he's hit the ground running.
I know, but it's just like for me, it's like it's not a big thing yet. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
are you sure?
I'm not sitting here saying Sesko's the next one up. He's gonna blow up in good. But I'm saying I don't blame Ruben Amorim for not throwing him into this. I get it.
I guess Burnley
damage
at home.
limitations.
If there's one
Because-
game you don't want to hurt
to
to start, you started him at home to Burnley, let alone play him.
You started Mount. I would have put Bremo and Cunha behind Sesko.
Mount done well again. He's done well again.
He's done well, but
I get all right. The interplay between those three. Like, I hear what you're saying, but Mount, Cunha and Bremo, the interplay between them is really good. The press with them is really good. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I want a big man number 9 as well. I'm there. I get it. But I think if he's looked at Sesko and thought, because we've bought him and paid the price for him because of the potential for him to hopefully blow up in 2-3 years time, not because he's going to come in and be the guy now.
Really?
And when we signed him and everyone's asking questions about Sesko, just like you guys are asking me now, Ruben Amorim said, don't ask me about about Sesko, ask me about Mbeumo, ask me about Cunha, because they're the ones that are going to have to carry the pressure of being the new signings who have to deliver now.
He has to carry the pressure as
he
well,
has to
though.
he's
worth 60 or 70 odd million.
Come on,
Everyone,
man.
all this talk, this is what I'm saying about Man United fans, and now they're trying to skate around there and be like, no, he's not playing, he's not involved. Of course he's involved.
But I'm saying
of course he's
it's cool
involved.
in 3 Premier League games.
If he came to Arsenal, if Sesko came to Arsenal and he wasn't playing like that, my goodness me, the noise I would be hearing.
Your career is like 27, 28. Like, you should have started.
Gyökeres didn't even have a pre-season. Sorry, Gyökeres didn't even have a pre-season. So fair enough. That was Arteta saying, all right, cool, I'm going to have to phase him in. I'm going to have to slowly do it. I was still frustrated because I said just put him in the mix. Sesko's had a pre-season. There's no excuse. You're young, you're hungry. There's not. It's just all it is protecting his feelings.
If I don't see Xavi Simons in that lineup against West Ham in that 10, I'll be very
Same
disappointed.
way if I don't see Eze tomorrow at Anfield, I'm going to be asking.
Because bro,
but again,
impact.
All right, again, I think it's with Gyökeres. Like, I'm sorry, Arteta's got Arsenal playing to a good standard now for 3 years. Amorim's walked into a basket case at Man United, and we've gotten worse while he's been here. We just got slapped up by Grimsby Town, League 2 Grimsby Town.
But Burnley at home, surely
Burnley at home is a game that you would risk it for.
You are definitely
But if he's looking at his team and he's going, right, Mount's playing better, Cunha's playing better, and Buemo's playing better. Why should I not start
Mount.
that? Why should I not start
Casemiro playing? Put Mount in
the 8 with Bruno? That's suicide, bro. It's suicide. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
well, we've asked you in the chat. We've said Sesko should he be starting? 68% of you say yes.
Exactly.
32% say
the worst
no.
part is, I want Amorim out, and I'm somehow sat here defending him.
You can still
But I
keep
get it.
Amorim can still keep his principles. You just go 3-5-2.
Don't start. Because I've said this for like 6 months. I've said, bro, drop one of the 10s into midfield and have a 2 striker, split striker. I've said this for like 6 months.
Then you can have
Sesko.
Right.
He's so stubborn.
You can do.
Even then, Bruno and Sesko couldn't behind them.
We must move on from Manchester United now, but that Bruno late winner keeps them afloat and maybe buys a little bit more time for Ruben Amorim, who, if he lost this game, would it be fair to say he would be sacked
tonight, bro.
Okay.
Tonight.
Just before we move on, why does he not look when there's a penalty being taken?
It's a weird one. Like I mean, today he put his legs. It was very weird.
Up, innit?
You know what? You know what I said about Andre Silva and Portuguese,
emotional. He's the complete opposite.
Bro, Ruben Amorim, the same guy. How can you come out in a press conference and say, sometimes I want to quit, sometimes I want to be here for 20 years? What do you mean? Imagine rocking up to work and be like, boss, you know what?
Sometimes I want to quit.
Some days I don't want to be here.
Sometimes I want to quit. Sometimes I want to leave.
Yeah, it's an odd one. And bro, like the penalty shootout, like when he was just, because don't get me wrong, like it just looks like you're hiding.
Yeah.
Bro, and I said this on
Face
United.
it up, man.
Go stand as well. Go stand with your staff.
Yeah.
Because when all the fans ran onto the pitch, they had to face that while you were hiding. No one saw you.
And also,
I didn't like that.
The Grimsby manager watched every single penalty.
Yes,
so
sir.
how can he?
Yes, sir.
But Mr. Ruben Amorim can't. Anyway, we'll move on to Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, we'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look at Tottenham losing.
Come on, they're playing the most amazing football. Oh, we've never seen this before.
Who said that?
Thomas Frank is a new team. That's what I've been hearing for the first few games.
From who though?
I've been hearing the media darlings. Obviously, they love Spurs. They love Thomas Frank.
Okay, cool. I'll let you finish. I'll let you land.
And everyone was, look, this is it. This is a new Spurs we're seeing. Oh, they look so good against PSG. Oh, they look so good against Man City. And then what happens? And this is what I said.
Spursy.
It is.
Yeah.
You do all of that,
Spursy.
and then you get beat at home by Bournemouth. And no disrespect to Bournemouth because they're a very good team.
But let me just tell you, it wasn't
very good manager.
Listen, the optics say Bournemouth, snuck past Tottenham with an early goal that they held on.
No, I don't.
Let me just tell you the stats in this game, right? Shots in total for Tottenham Hotspur 5. Shots on target 1.
Yeah.
Shots in total for Bournemouth 19. With 6 shots on target.
Damn.
Goalkeeper has to make 5 big saves for Spurs. The Bournemouth keeper barely tested whatsoever. A little bit of a late flurry. We saw Tell's
last 15 minutes.
We saw a couple, instances of them trying to desperately claw themselves back into the game. But it was too little too late. So as a Spurs fan, after the high of last week, Dean, and after watching that today, full house, pretty much the strongest informed lineup for Tottenham midfield. Bentancur, Paulinho's been really good so far, and Sarr, Richarlison's still starting through the middle. I'm looking here.
There's no excuses.
Hang on,
it's a strong squad there.
he didn't even come on, did he? Solanke?
No, Solanke wasn't in the squad.
Oh, he wasn't in the squad.
Apparently, he might. Apparently, rumours he's injured.
Okay.
Well, his ankle again.
Yeah, apparently.
But as a Tottenham fan, is this just Tottenham? Is it? You're up one week, you're down the next.
Yeah, Dr. Spurs saw me last week. Gave me my immune tablets. You know what I mean?
And how long did they last?
Well, forever.
Till today?
Forever. Yeah. So look, Tottenham. Look, whether we played the last 3 games, I know everyone's talking about it, we played well. We beat Man City 2-0. It's a fact though.
It's good.
The last, I think, 9 times we beat Man City, we lose the next game.
The following game, innit?
Yeah, following game.
Football heritage.
Yeah, exactly. Omen's heritage. Do you know what I mean? So for me today, I was just disappointed. I think I'm not angry. I'm not throwing my toys at the pram. I think I'm just disappointed. I don't think the boys came out. It wasn't nothing to do with talent, nothing to do with sort of who was better on a day. It's just that I think Bournemouth just wanted it more than us. I think they came out of the blocks flying. Again, the goal, deflection.
Yeah, it was a tough
but
goal
then
to
we
concede.
got caught in the half spaces. We got caught in the half spaces. Defensive, they didn't react quick enough. And then the midfield as well. Our midfield was poor today. Even though so for example, was it Yao, Papa Matasar and Bentancur? They played brilliantly last week. They were off the 10 out of 10 last week. Against PSG, brilliant. Up until for 85 minutes. But today with Bournemouth, you didn't need Yao Paulinho, Papa Matasar and a Bentancur in the midfield. I would have been more brave. I would have went with maybe a Bergvall. Bournemouth had one sitting. You know what I mean? One sitting away to Spurs. And
is that where Javi Simons comes in then?
Yeah, I think Javi Simons will make a big difference to this team. What a player, man. What a player. And I know a lot of the people are like comparing and saying, oh, we didn't get Eze, and comparing who's the better signing. I think that's nonsense. I think if you know ball, if you like ball, you understand that. You'll say Xavi's a baller.
Oh no!
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He puts up numbers as well.
100%.
He puts up numbers.
Vicario, some really good saves today.
Yeah,
David
he did.
Brooks from the free kick.
Man of the match, our best player.
Man of the match, which is never a good sign, really, is it? If we're being honest. But
Richie, Paul.
What do you make of the fact that maybe Semenyo could have got sent off? There was obviously a very controversial period of play where Bournemouth think they've got a penalty.
Yeah.
Richarlison gets taken out by Semenyo. The referee kind of allows the player to stay on the pitch, but just drama all over the gap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those games, isn't it? Scrappy games. I think Frank even said in his post-match interviews, like, yeah, we just weren't at it. We just weren't at it. He knew what they were going to do.
He wasn't happy with the booing.
Yeah. He wasn't happy with the booing.
Half-time and full-time.
That's Spurs, though. Spurs are emotional, though. Spurs are just emotional. You have to win at home with being the manager of Tottenham. You have to win at your home game.
Do you think it's down to the mentality that, like you said, coming off the back of Man City, and you lot will always end up losing your game? Do you think it is like an overall mentality within the squad? Do you feel like they were kind of on their high horses, the players, and they kind of thought that they'd already won the game because it's a given, they're at home? I think
they just underestimated the intensity of Bournemouth today. I think, like you said, they could have just walked out and said, okay, we're on this little run, let's keep going. But they hit a brick wall today. And I think it's best that happens now. I'm not worried about the next game or if we're going to go now kind of downward spiral. I do think we beat West Ham.
Everyone is.
Yeah. I do think we beat West Ham. I think now Frank he's come to a realisation, cool, it's real now.
It's good for him to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
He learn about his players.
Honeymoon period's gone.
Yeah.
Now we've got 2 games. When we come back, it's 2 games a week.
Yeah.
We got to get it done. And I think it's sometimes losses are your biggest lesson.
As much as Spurs were poor today and they offered very little in an attacking sense, Iriola coached that game perfectly, didn't he?
100%.
He ensured that they didn't give anything away. Some manager him, and actually a lot of people were saying, Liverpool conceded 2 to Bournemouth. It's not looking that bad now, that result.
Bournemouth are a good team. This is what I'm saying.
Man, they're brilliant.
People sleep on Bournemouth. They
targeted Porro.
They targeted him very well.
Badly. And everyone that's coming for me, because I think I'm getting memes about, when Spence said, bring me every winger, right? Cool. Semenyo, first of all, he never started on Semenyo's side.
Nah.
David Brooks.
David Brooks.
He had a very good game.
He had a very good game, but then he didn't do nothing. Well. Do you know what I mean? So I think people getting misconstrued. A loss.
I think it's just called cooking you.
Yeah.
If you give it the big one last week and say, not you in particular, but Spence, bring me your favourite winger. Cool, there's David Brooks. Oh, you lost.
You lost the game.
That's good, isn't it?
So I get it. I fully get it, but he'll be back.
I think Spurs is bigger. I was speaking to a Spurs fan last week, and we were talking about, obviously, you bringing in Xavi is good because we were speaking about who they're going to bring in, but I think more or less it's your defence as well. Your Romero and
Van der Ven.
As much as I do like them, you still need reinforcements going in, because if you drop one of those 2 players out through injury or suspension, who have you lot got?
Danso.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world, bro. Welcome to my world, bro. Leave me out, bro. Welcome to my world.
It's annoying, but I know you're tired. I know there was rumours that you was tired of Akanji. That's a good
signing.
One thing I can say about Thomas Frank is his the transfer window, or the players that he's been kind of linked to, has been very, very good. And even I didn't see that with Eze obviously coming to us. And I was thinking, you lot ain't going to get no one now. And then bang. Very, very quiet, very a shrewd bit of business that they do, Spurs. So that's one thing I have to give to them.
We've had a decent window, but we need more.
Still need more reinforcements.
People won't understand that, but we need more.
Yeah, because the thing is as well, Javi Simons is like, it's not really quite worked out for him in the way, because obviously there's all these pictures of him at La Masia when he was like 13 years old, because he was like the next one up, and it's never really taken off for him. And the one thing for me with Javi Simons is like, He hasn't really got the strength. He hasn't really got that sort of low center of gravity that some small players have, and he also hasn't really got the burst of pace that some players have. So I do think there'll be a bit of an adjustment period for him.
I saw that meme that was going around.
He bodied Rice in the Euros 2024
against England.
He bodied Rice.
Yeah,
but then
he just fell over.
Remember,
Rice, I think.
He played in the Bundesliga. I think the Bundesliga is quite a physical league. Yeah, and he's held his own.
PSG as well.
In that RB, and in that team, he's made himself the star boy. And what is it? 18 or 19 sort of goal contributions last season. Yeah.
He's good.
I think he's good.
He's
had more output. I think he's done more than Eze last season.
There we go.
Yeah, the season before he done more than Eze.
No, he's got.
Like, do you know what I mean?
He's got. Look, at the end of the day, when you look at him as a footballer, as we said, we know he's a baller. Yeah. But I feel like he's going to be tested now, being in this Spurs team. He's going to be the guy. Yeah. If he can put up numbers, or if he can be like how Heung-min Son was for you guys, 100%. But
he's done a triple-double.
Yeah.
100, was it? 100 chances created, 100 dribbles.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and I forgot the other 100, but that was.
So this will test his, and I'm always big on mentality. As much as he's got the skill, he's got the talent. This is where you step up. Is he going to be the man at Spurs? If he can do that, then that's fine.
He took some 7. Yeah, that shows responsibility to me.
I'll tell you something as well. Like, I think from interviews, seeing things about him, reading things about him, I do think he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like, he's focused. He knows what he wants. One thing I will say on Bournemouth side as well, and like Iraola, what a manager. Like when we're talking about Man United, like who do I bring in? He's one person I'd really want to look at. Okay. But with Bournemouth, it's like. Zabani they lost. Hoyson, Kerkez, Kepa, and I'm looking at the lineup now. I'm pretty sure it's just Diakite and Petrovic who are new signings. Everyone else there is from last season.
Terrific.
And
Terrific. Like, doesn't seem like they're missing them.
Yeah, they've just looked top. Like,
very, very good.
And obviously he lost his first game, Liverpool away Anfield. That's nothing to like, it's fair enough. And then the next two he's won.
Yeah, they played well at Liverpool.
Very, very good result for the Cherries there away at Tottenham. Before we get on to the next game, a quick reminder that you can now watch this show, DR Sports, on the GFN TV channel on Samsung TV Plus. Watch the.
Catch all the best shows from your favourite fan channels on GFN Soccer TV, now streaming on Samsung TV Plus.
Yeah, I watched a bit of GFN Soccer TV in bed the other day. I was just flicking through Samsung TV and it was there. I saw myself, not in a weird way.
Whoever floats your boat, mate. Pause. Gone to his head. Gone to his head.
Check your mirrors.
But yeah, it's a great place to watch DR Sports. United Viewer on there, AFTV, the COP TV is also on there as well. So if you are flicking across it, then we're all there. So we are putting a lot of content out on Samsung TV at the minute, so make sure you go and check it out. Right, next up, I'm going to the Stadium of Light. Ooh. What a game, what an atmosphere it was. Once again in the Northeast, after my trip to the Northeast on Monday, where it was a raucous atmosphere. Strange game, this one, because Brentford miss a penalty. They then score, and you're thinking, imagine if they were 2-0 up. Sunderland definitely out of this game. But then they just do it to themselves again from a set piece. Sunderland get a penalty. Enzo Laffy, who is a player that I don't think has been maybe spoken about as much. This is a baller right here. And he takes the penalty. It's a clean take into the corner past my guy Queeveen Kelleher on the 82nd minute, and you're thinking, right, the kind of atmosphere that this crowd can drum up, can they almost sucker a goal in for the atmosphere that they've created? And late on in the day, the cross comes in and it's a great header. Kelleher can't keep it out, but Sunderland already at home have won 2 games now. Yes, they lost away at Burnley last week. It humbled them a bit. But they're aware, aren't they, that if they're going to stay up, these are the games at home that they must win. And
big up Sunderland, man. I thought with all those signings that they've done in the summer, I thought it would be like, not too sure they would click, but they've done all right. They've done all right. I did say they would go down, though. I did say they would go down.
Thing is,
go down, but they're doing alright.
yeah.
I mean, 6 points out of 9. That's
what I
to
mean.
start
They're
off.
doing all right,
They would have
bruv. Yeah.
bitten your hand off for that.
Listen, I said last week against Burnley, that's a 6-pointer. Today against Brentford, that's a 6-pointer. They've come out on top in both of those games. Burnley won last week, didn't they?
Yeah,
My bad.
Burnley
But Sunderland won their first game.
Yeah,
so that's still 2 wins on the board for Sunderland. And you know what it is about Sunderland? They're just proper Barclays, aren't they? They should
heritage.
be. And as well,
They should be.
for that rivalry and for that derby against Newcastle,
I can't wait for that
That's a
game.
great Premier League
Can't
derby. And you know what it is? That you kind of said it there. The stadium, like that atmosphere, that's going to get them through a lot of games because
100%.
those fans are all football. You know what I mean? Like they live and breathe football
Nice stadium as
up there. So it's going to get them through a lot of games, and I hope they stay up. I really do because they're a good side.
It's a massive win for the Black Cats today.
Biggest XG,
against Brentford,
1.59 XG.
who have now lost 2 in 3. We thought there was a mini turnaround
They had
after
more
their
shots.
win last week, but I think that you can't be missing a penalty if you're Brent. You cannot afford to miss a penalty if you're Brentford at the minute. And the penalty, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Wasn't
weak,
great.
It wasn't good at all.
Wasn't great.
He was trying to keep eye contact, Sharda, with the keeper, right up until he took it. And that, when they go in, it looks great, doesn't it? But when you just hit it straight down the middle, it just looks kind of weak as well, doesn't it?
Sunderland, more duels than them, more shots than them.
Brentford might be in trouble.
I think that new
Brentford
manager,
might be in
I don't
trouble.
know, man. I don't know. Man.
For me, out of the sides that are in the Premier League, it's Wolves and Brentford that stand out in terms of possibly
And
going.
Wolves,
going
Brentford,
down.
and West Ham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what
we
it
don't
is
like
with
West
Sorry,
Ham.
Ham. Sorry,
We don't
Ham.
like
I know,
West
but
Ham.
you know what it is with West Ham though? I just think I still think they just have enough quality to get them through. I think
On
so.
paper,
like
on
Bowen,
paper.
Stay up,
if
yeah.
Paqueta
They
stays,
might lose
he's a
Paqueta
good
though
player.
to Villa.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Yeah. But I
liking
just,
the look.
it's just it's a weird world to imagine West Ham not in the Premier League. So I'm almost like convincing myself that they won't go down. But if they are to stay up, they need to think about Graham Potter's.
Xhaka, brilliant.
holding
for
it
that
down.
last
Xhaka,
goal.
that
He's holding
experience.
it down for
Wide
them,
to
man.
get them across, which
That
gives them the goal.
experience from
But he said he
Xhaka.
wanted to go there because he wants to be a coach one day, manager.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
wants to understand how it is at the bottom.
And he had life
Yeah, work his way up. Yeah, it's good.
Life
could've
easy.
just-
I
yeah.
think that's.
just stayed there.
Even though he's
Hard game
an
when he
old,
said.
even though he's an old, it's amazing mentality.
You respect it, innit? You have to respect it,
I respect it as
yeah.
well.
That's
good.
So
It's good.
Sunderland, high flying at the minute.
Well done.
The last game that we just unfortunately watched, a 0-0. Leeds United versus Newcastle
Drips and
United.
drabs.
Newcastle with no wins now across 3 games. Yes, Nick Waltemada was in the stadium tonight at Ellen Road watching his new teammates. I don't think
game.
he was very impressed because
I wouldn't be.
there wasn't much to be impressed by. Who is happier with that result? It's got to be Leeds.
Leeds,
Yeah,
of course.
100%.
Leeds, of course.
100%. Only one big chance created between both of them in the whole 90 minutes. Ooh.
That's what I said. Unfortunately, it wasn't
XG,
the greatest
XG
watch.
0.59 for Leeds and only 0.42 for Newcastle. So that's a bit of a sticky game.
just a
stinker.
Yeah,
It was just passes.
A lack of
500
quality.
passes and 400 passes. I've never seen that's high. That's a lot of passes.
For no goals.
Normally 200 and like someone got 400.
For sure.
That's a lot of passes.
Injury there for Jacob Ramsey as well, comes off at half time, who
new signing.
who did look good in the first half. Andy looked okay when he came on against Liverpool Monday. I mean, they were bruised and battered from that Monday night game. Tonali went off injured. He's played through the pain barrier. Joel Linton's not there. They did start with Osula through the middle, who, as things stand right now in this game anyway, was their only recognised striker. They try and change it up off the bench, but again, this is the kind of game for Leeds as well, that they're going to get teams coming to Ellen Road, and if Leeds can almost contain them and stop them from having big chances, they're happy with that. They'll take that, won't they?
Of course.
And again, they've still got some work to do in the window themselves, but poor game to watch that.
It was.
I think Newcastle are drained though. I think internally and externally. I think the fan of this, the whole
Isaac thing.
situation.
Yeah.
I think the whole city is just drained.
the whole city.
Isaac, just leave the city. You know what I mean? Just get out of here.
Yeah.
I have to say though, and I actually I have a lot of time, and I have a lot. I like what Eddie Howe has done at Newcastle, but you've gone away to to Leeds. Sorry, you've played a back 5, 3 centre backs. Shout out Amram. 3 centre backs. You played a back 5, 3 in midfield, and 2 up top. Which one of them was Murphy? It's a bit odd, isn't it? Like you've got Barnes and you've got Elanga. I don't know. I presume they're both fully fit. If I'm being completely honest with you, it's a very interesting decision.
Even
to play
bring
a
like
back
a teenager from the
Elanga didn't
academy
even
and
come
strike
on.
or something.
Did
Give
Elanga
him
come
a
on?
chance.
Yeah,
I
no,
did hear
Newcastle, they're struggling.
I heard a couple of chants from the Newcastle fans about Isak. Obviously can't repeat them on here, but a little bit, sour grapes, I do think. Breaking news from Fabrizio Romano.
Go on.
Go.
What's that?
Bayern director Max Erbel says the Nico Jackson deal is currently on hold.
Oh.
Everyone will now revisit their network
Yeah,
and
he's gone
contacts to a certain extent.
He's gone back.
We'll then see
He's
what's
going
possible.
back.
Where is that plane going back to London?
Yeah, of course it is.
I thought
The ego.
it's
though.
ridiculous,
You
man.
come and you say hello
I
to
know,
everyone.
yeah,
you can get back on the plane and
bro.
go back.
Yeah, it's
Hell between, and it's not his fault.
No,
He's
it's
done
not.
nothing wrong.
It's not, but as we said before, it's business, and Chelsea, they need a striker now. Nicholas Jackson's just gonna have to take it on the chin. If it means that he gets re-embedded into the squad, then yeah, by all means, he has to. It's a
I
shame.
just don't get it. Like, I'm sorry, but like, in what mindset is he going to come back to the club for starters, right? And secondly, like, when obviously João Pedro is going to be playing most weeks, right? And then when Delap is back, what is Jackson back on the bench again? Like,
Yeah,
Which
but
he
this-
needs to be playing for Bayern
Yeah.
Munich.
But this is
But, I
your
mean, let's be honest,
opportunity.
he's sitting on the bench in Bayern Munich as well. isn't
Yeah, he ain't gonna start ahead
he?
of
He's not
Kane.
ahead of Harry Kane.
He ain't
let's
starting ahead
not
of
lie.
Kane. Come
But
on,
at
man.
least but environment just gives you revitalizes you. The new environment. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the German air is
Yeah,
clean.
yeah,
It's
that's
clean,
it,
innit?
like-
There's no rubbish on the floor.
Bro, he's training with
Couple
Kane.
Frankfurters
He's training
and
with
that.
Kane, Elise. Like, oh man, yeah.
It's levels, but
Levels,
Luis
bro.
Diaz as well.
Yeah,
Luis
yeah,
Diaz.
Luis Diaz.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Don't
He's got
forget that.
companies his manager
welcome
can
to
relate
the good life. He was happy. He was going to be, do you know what I mean? But no, this is an opportunity for him to show himself, because yeah, João Pedro might stop scoring, and then Maresca will try him in, and then that's where he has to kind of step in and say, all right, cool, I'm going to be that guy. There's no point of sulking about it. At the end of the day, you want to play football, there's your
There
opportunity.
you go.
Do it.
Couple of super chats before we look at the games tomorrow. RSV says, I was told by Spurs fans that Frank is the next Sir Alex Ferguson / Pep.
Who said
Don't listen to those fans.
Which
man.
Spurs
Don't
fans
listen
are
to
they?
those fans.
Come on.
If you want to talk to Spurs, talk to me. Yeah, I'll give you I'll be real with you, bruv. Come
The
on,
real one. Chelsea FC Enjoyer says, haters and losers in the mud, Chelsea world champs. Unfortunately, he's correct. Cryptic Dino.
They know.
AGT Rusty Can Vienna Sausage.
What?
2 seasons ago, I pressured Robbie to leave the hosting to you. You win the Prem, and now you've lost humility. Tomorrow, we remind you.
Jesus Christ.
What does Rusty Can Vienna Sausage?
Oh, man.
Yeah, sausage. Who's had one of those? Let us know.
That's creative, to be fair. I mean, like,
What does it mean, though? If you could explain it a bit better, I might have a
I want what
delayed
he's
laugh,
got.
but
I mean,
a
like,
rusty Vienna sausage.
That's
What
how you
kind
get
of
an Audi,
sausages
innit?
have you been eating,
Them
fella?
Audi sausages or something.
I don't know
little
what's
sausages.
going on. Let's look ahead then to Liverpool Arsenal. We should also mention that Liverpool officially bid 35 million for Mark Guehi today. It was confirmed by David Ornstein. But then Crystal Palace came back and said, no, we want 35 plus 5 in add-ons plus 10% sell-on fee. Liverpool have now gone back to the drawing board to work out, is it worth it? I think once you come this far,
yeah.
you have to pay that extra 5 million in add-ons, right? It's not guaranteed, those add-ons. But how do you think this one ends? I mean, we heard Oliver Glasner in his press conference yesterday saying it just can't happen. We cannot allow Mark Guehi to leave. They are looking at bringing a replacement in from Liga, which I think would have happened with or without Guehi. But do Liverpool get their man?
They probably will. They probably will. I mean, we've been looking at
think they will.
their defence, and I know when I speak to a lot of Liverpool fans, they say, you know, Konate, as much as they love him, he's got a few mistakes in him. Virgil van Dijk needs someone else who's
Can't do it all on himself.
can't do it all on himself. Yeah, so I think one thing about Arne Slot that I always like is he's very proactive. He can kind of see where the weaknesses are, and yeah, Mark Guehi is a fantastic centre back. It's just a shame on Crystal Palace's side with everything that's happened. They've lost a lot of their key players. Do you know what I mean? Not playing in Europe or where they should be playing in Europe, and just coming to the end of the transfer window, you're losing your captain. That's a big miss. I don't know how they're going to bounce back from that, but Liverpool are the title holders, so they can kind of choose and pick whoever they want.
Yeah.
You know, but it would be a great signing.
Yeah,
for them. It would be great.
I think it gets done as well. Simply because if Liverpool go into the season with Van Dijk, but then Konate and Joe Gomez were both injury prone,
Yeah.
that's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Guehi is a top defender.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah.
And also the +5, it's like, all right, if you get the +5s, then you're happy anyway because they're probably conditional. Like if he makes X amount of appearances, etc., you don't mind it. And the 10% sell-on fee, you know, like you're not bringing Guehi with the thought of later selling him for a profit. That's not what you're bringing Guehi in for. So I don't think that really
Is that
matters.
them thinking, oh, we've won this negotiation because guess what? We're getting a 10% sell.
I've seen that a lot now. Yeah,
have 20%.
Yeah.
Not, like you say, we're not going to sell him for 70 mil in 3-4 years.
Exactly.
But you never
Don't forget
know.
Giovanni Leone as well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
6
6 very young, 18,
6'5".
Yeah, 6 foot giant.
Yeah,
Dealt with
big
Romelu
big
Lukaku.
money for.
He
did, yeah.
Bullied him up. So let us know in the chat. Do Liverpool get Mark Guehi? We'll touch on Alexander Isak now before we get into the game tomorrow as well, because there was a fake news report today, allegedly, from Viaplay in Norway, that said Liverpool have agreed the fee of 130 million.
I heard about
Dominic King, a very trusted Liverpool journalist, came out and said this is not true. Do Liverpool get him as well before the end of the window? And we are talking about a window that closes in just shy now of 48 hours. 46 hours. It goes closed.
Yeah, I feel like it's a grey cloud, as we were saying about the whole of Newcastle. They just kind of want it all
They just want it
done
done.
and dusted, isn't it? Eddie Howe, you look at his face in the post conference. He's done. He just wants to get on with the team that the players that he's been given. But it's unfortunate because they've longed it out. Within that time, they could have gone into the market and actually bought some more players. I know they've got Voltemade. He's very good, by the way. Very, very good. Good feet. He kind of reminds me of like I don't want to say it because people will start getting onto me. He's like the stature of Ibrahimovic.
I knew you were going to say
No, it's true though. It's true.
6'5",
He's still got good feet.
He's still got good feet. You know what I mean? So
Ekitike is kind of the same.
Yeah, similar.
he is,
Similar.
but Ekitike is a bit more quicker. I think he's got more agility compared to him, but he's still a very good player. So it'd be interesting to see how he does at Newcastle. I think it would be a great fit for him. But yeah, I think again Liverpool, they've been wanting him. Isaac, he made it very clear who he wanted from day one. That's one thing I can't take from him. He stood on business to the point where I'm So it'll be a fantastic. It'll be good to see.
Still got this on the screen.
Oh, come
Just
on.
sorry to interrupt you,
It's
brother.
all right, mate. It's all right, man.
But come on, you got to move on with
They
the
haven't
graphics a
updated
little
it.
bit.
They ain't updated
It's
it.
got to
yet.
be Liverpool in there.
Man
but-
City's champion when they won it before Liverpool did. The season before.
So we're Saturday 8:30 right now.
Yep.
Like I said, 46 odd hours, 45 and a half until the window closes. I mean, you've got tomorrow, which is a Sunday, and then it shuts at 7 o'clock on Monday.
Yeah.
This is going to happen
This is
on
gonna-
the last day.
on the last
isn't it?
day.
getting
On the
done.
And
last
will
day.
it go down then as maybe one of the most dramatic transfer deadline day dealings
Yeah,
ever?
most obviously.
Especially because of what's come before it for the last 2 months.
The amount of it. You
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
that 130 million on deadline.
Yeah, and also bro literally moved out of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Like he didn't just not turn up to training. Man said, "I'm leaving my yard in Newcastle." Like
I heard there was not 100% true.
Was it?
Because they did go to his house in Northumberland.
was he there?
They knocked on him. Where is he? He's not even here.
Where is he?
The Saudis are coming. They're going. He's not even bloody here.
It must have been.
now.
It must have been so bad for Isaac to behave and to say what he said, in the sense that the trust is broken. Whoever was in Newcastle and they promised whatever they promised to that boy, they've broken his heart, because he was literally just cutting ties. He said no.
But he's broken their hearts, and he says the promises weren't made. If you just walk away from a 3-year contract that still has 3 years on it, then you've broken the promise.
Of course.
And
But
obviously, I was in Newcastle on Monday. The feeling that I got was just pure hatred for the player. Get him out right now.
You know what
Get
it
the
is as
bid in,
well.
Alex, stop messing around.
They proper made him into like a hero. Do you know what I mean? Like you see when they put up the whole Sweden stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like they really made him like the face of Newcastle, like United. So and also like Newcastle United, like fans in general, are very proud fans. You know what I mean? Like they love their club, and so I get it. But like it's just, but also like it's just we're not privy to the information. We don't know if there was a gentleman's agreement where he was said, right, if you do X, you'll get this contract.
Yeah.
If a club comes in and bids X amount for you, we'll let you go. We don't really know what's going on there, but it's ugly either way.
I think Isaac went 0 to 100 straight away. Though.
Like,
he didn't even give it any sort of breathing.
Right, that's it.
He didn't even go to one training session. That is crazy.
But also, it's a weird one, because I feel like if you were gonna go 100 with it, you shouldn't even not have gone 100 with it right at the start of the window, because it wasn't. It came later on.
That's what he's saying.
He's
He's
saying,
like, this isn't. It's misleading for everyone to now think this is just a now thing.
He's been talking about this from back in the day.
Okay.
I told them this.
He said, no, he done well.
So do Liverpool end up with Isak?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And
Sadly.
then because we've all said Guehi comes now as well. is that now the best transfer window of any team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think yes.
No,
yes.
I'm sorry,
If you
but
get Isak and
it's already on the brink of being the
already
best.
on the brink.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. If you lot go on
Florian
to win
needs
it,
to turn up though.
Yeah.
if you
he
lot
needs
go
to
on to
turn up.
win
So does
the
Kirky.
title, then I can
Yeah,
come
you
back
can't
and
say
revisit it and
now
say
it looks good.
Yeah.
but it's what
because a lot of the teams have addressed their weaknesses, isn't it? So for me, I can say from Arsenal, I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, this could be one of the best. This is one of the best windows I've seen. If we win it though, it would be amazing in history. I'll say hands down. But yeah, Liverpool, they spent a lot of money. I think it's because of the amount of money you lot have spent. You've gone kind of gun ho with it. That's where we're like,
Liverpool
okay.
made 200 million.
Oh yeah, you've done
as well.
fantastic. You've done fantastic in that area. So yeah, to be honest,
You should try
actually,
it. You
no.
should try selling
To
some
be honest,
players
going back to that question, no,
for money.
you have had the best season because on both sides you've made profit. You've made profit.
Yeah.
You haven't lost anything.
Yeah.
So,
And people don't actually remember that in a window. They think, well, who have we brought in?
Yeah.
But if you've made 200 million
No,
from
you've done
sales, that's
fantastic
what
with
counts
that, yeah.
And
towards
also
a window as well.
Important to mention that last season you spent nothing. You brought in Chiesa and that was it.
Yeah.
12 mil.
Mad, absolutely mad.
I don't know if you guys saw, Sky Andrew did a piece on Sky Sports Top Agent, and he said we can all have gentleman's agreement, but in a multi-billion-dollar industry,
Should've had some clauses
it has
in
to
there.
be in black and white.
Yeah.
It has to be on paper, otherwise it means nothing.
Of
course, the player and his agent haven't really necessarily ticked all the boxes in the contract in terms of putting a release clause in there. They're kind of just saying, well, we don't want to play, we're walking away, deal with it. But I do think he eventually joins. I would love to wake up tomorrow morning before the Arsenal game. Right, I'm getting a train to Liverpool at like 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'd love to be on that train and it all just goes haywire and the bid goes in, it's accepted. I mean, can you imagine the scenes if we whack him on the bench tomorrow? Gunners will be shook.
But do you think after all
not
of
gonna
this, where you've seen kind of like his character, do you feel he could be a problem for you at Liverpool?
It's a very valid question, but I think in this situation, he's acted in this way. He's shown this side of his character to them. Would he ever do that to a team that he's desperate to join? I don't think he was ever desperate to join Newcastle. He became the hero there, and they loved him, and he loved them. And listen, in 3 years, if he wants to go to Barcelona and he throws his toys out the pram, but we've won 2 Premier Leagues with him,
That's fine.
not bothered. Go and do your thing. And it always remains to say that if a player doesn't want to be at the club, they have to go. No matter if you're Steven Gerrard, if you're Stephen Warnock. If you want to leave the club, you've got to go. Right, let's get into the matchups, because what a game we have for you tomorrow. Liverpool versus Arsenal. We also have a watch along for you on DR Sports for the game, kicking off at 4.
doing that, you?
It's not me, I'm at the game.
We're at the Box Park.
Doyle will be here. You're at Box Park with
we're at Box Park
AFTV.
tomorrow. There, people.
It's going to be a big one on that DR Sports. So matchups, right? We're doing this. It's a very interactive segment that we're doing on the Saturday Football Show. For all the big games, we're going to pick some matchups and we're going to do some polls in the chat. Who wins the battle? The first one I have for you: Mohamed Salah versus Calafiori. In a matchup,
Why is it
who wins that?
Calafiori? Who chose that?
Well, it's
Miles
either him or
Lewis.
Lewis Skelly.
No, Miles Lewis Skelly
Okay,
will be better.
Salah
Lewis Skelly
versus
starts.
whoever the left back is.
Lewis Skelly is fine.
I'll say Miles Lewis Skelly.
I've heard from Arsenal
What,
fans
beat-
it's going to be Calafiori.
I know. I had this conversation with a lot of people, and I prefer to have Miles Lewis Skelly.
But I don't think he starts.
I reckon he would start because Calafiori, as much as he's a defender and yes, he's versatile, you can move him across the back line. 1v1 for speed, let alone any other thing, Salah will beat Calafiori, and especially within the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game at Anfield. As soon as they get their tails up in something like that and Calafiori gets a yellow card, we're done for. Whereas with Miles Lewis Skelly, he's a lot more physical. He'll get a lot more tighter to him.
Yeah.
He's not going to allow him to cut in or to bob and weave in and out on that width. So for me, I would prefer Miles Lewis Skelly. I'm not saying that Salah's not going to prevail against anyone that we put at left back, but I would rather Miles Lewis Skelly than Calafiori.
So we've asked the chat with the poll who wins the battle. We've done Salah and MLS, who actually had a good second half at Anfield in the 2-2 draw last year.
Yeah.
First half, obviously, we scored 2 goals. I mean, the amount of times Salah has ripped up Zinchenko, you're just happy that he's not playing.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking exactly
At least
like
he's not
Zinchenko.
playing.
Yeah.
But it's a
Wasn't Bro in
toss-up.
tears on the bench? Wasn't he in tears?
He was crying. But who would you like to see? Arsenal fans in the chat right now. I mean, it's a toss-up. It's 50-50 between MLS and Calafiori at the minute. So who wins that battle? Salah MLS.
Salah.
I got to say Salah just because Salah.
Because if you're talking about MLS winning the battle, that means Arsenal win the game.
Yeah, I think sorry, just a quick one as well, because I've been speaking to bare like Liverpool fans, or they've been like thinking in Laurie's video about, you lot are getting too big headed. You lot think you can come and turn up at Anfield. I'm thinking, when's the last time you lot have beaten us? When's the last time you lot have beaten us at Anfield?
2021.
Right. So it's been quite a while. It's been a few games. Yes, there've been draws or whatever. We've managed to get.
I think they're saying that because before 2021 it was 5-0, 5-1, 4-0.
That's before. Since Arteta's been in, have we lost at Anfield really and truly? Apart from the Xhaka one or whatever. Yes, we know.
2-2.
Yeah, but it's been more or less. We've held it up at Anfield. So that's why I'm going into the game and I'm thinking, you know what? Yes, we can get a result. I'm not fearing Liverpool like how I feared them before 2021.
Yeah. Turkish said the same. I had him on the channel here yesterday, and he said this is the most confident I've been going to. And that's without Saka, by the way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know? I'm very confident.
Next matchup I've got for you: Virgil van Dijk versus Victor Gyökeres.
Van Dijk is stringing him up.
Yeah,
bro.
Van Dijk's
He's
got him,
stringing him up.
Gyökeres,
and he loves playing against the Haalands, the Gyökeres, that type of striker. I can't see him getting past Van Dijk. No, if I'm honest,
doesn't happen.
I don't think I don't think our game plan will be to get past Van Dijk. I think it's
set piece.
In set pieces.
Stoke City FC.
It's more.
Salah gets 65% of the vote there. By
65,
the way,
right, cool.
Van Dijk, Gyökeres.
It's more we distract Van Dijk with Gyökeres. We occupy him.
Oh, look at this! Look over here.
Look at this magic trick, and then bang, Eze scores. That's what it is. I don't think the gameplay will be Gyökeres has to beat Van Dijk because we know how good he is 1v1.
So what does Gyökeres have to do?
He just has to pose a threat in terms of just hold up Van Dijk. Like I said, if you occupy Van Dijk, that frees up the weaknesses that Liverpool have. Kirkes, Konate. We saw Konate in his poor defending at Anfield against Bournemouth. He didn't know which way to go in terms of jockeying. So that's where I'm looking at other players to kind of play close to Gyökeres. So because Gyökeres ain't going to spin Virgil, let's be real. He's not going to spin him. But in terms of flicking on the ball, in terms of playing a 1-2 and then spinning off, that's something I can see Gyökeres doing. So yeah, I'd say Virgil will win, but I feel like this game isn't about them two. It's about the others.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
It also depends on like Arsenal's approach to the game as well. I expect them to sit in quite a bit. Yeah, I expect them to sit in quite a bit. So so I don't expect Gyökeres to have much influence on the game in its entirety anyway. Against United, he didn't. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't. So I don't really expect him to do too much. I think if you're gonna hurt Liverpool, it's gonna be your wingers who are gonna hurt them, not Gyökeres.
It's gonna
be Martinelli. It's gonna be Madueke on the transition. We've seen Liverpool, their high line. It can be exposed. We saw Semenyo do it. So it's going to be that. I don't know. Arsenal could turn up and try and put the pressure on, hold possession and sustain pressure, but I can't.
We're not going to get possession. We ain't going to hold possession.
They're going to give Liverpool all the ball, and they're going to try counter on a transition.
That's it.
Set pieces.
Set pieces.
That's what we have to do.
We've asked you in the chat who wins, Virgil van Dijk or Gyökeres in the matchup. 62% for Virgil, 38% for Gyökeres.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's Virgil van Dijk.
I'm just saying, come on, bro. Like, make it a little bit, not 60s, like 50s or something.
50s, yeah. Well, next up, you might have some more luck with this one. Noni Madueke versus Kirkes. We believe that Madueke starts on that side, Saka's side. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think Robertson starts the game.
Do you reckon?
I want him to start. Let old man Robertson start, mate. He's another one who'll get spun. I'm telling you this now,
bro.
Listen, yeah, but Madueke isn't Salah. He's not Saka though, is he?
Madueke is more stronger on the right hand side, correct? That's what everyone was crying about.
Yes, he is.
Right. Okay,
but
there's been the games I watched. I remember when I watched back Chelsea Bournemouth, funny enough, and Kirkes was playing left back. He ate up Kirkes because Kirkes likes to dive in. He's too aggressive. He doesn't. He
goes to ground.
He goes to ground too much, and that's why I'm saying Madueke will get his number. Trust me. Watch tomorrow what will happen. I would say Madueke because he's got the similar game style to how Saka plays, where he'll cut in on his left, but he's more comfortable. And even I think he had a little cameo last week as well. When Saka came off, he kind of went over on the right hand side. So yeah, for me, I'm going Madueke. Strong.
It's tough. I from memory, and I haven't watched all of Chelsea's games last season, but I just like Madueke. I don't know. Like I just haven't seen him, quote unquote, eat up a man, take on a man. Like I haven't seen him rinse a fullback. Is what I'm trying to say. I've never seen it with my eyes, so I believe it if I see it. But at the moment, because of what I expect the game state to be as well, I'll go Kirkes.
And this is the one thing I'll say. We go back to where you're saying about Amarin and has he improved any of the players? Like I said, I'll ask you the question with Arteta. Has he improved the players, apart from like Sterling? Has he improved all of the players that have come through the door? 100% yes.
Not all of them. No,
100%.
all of them.
Not all of them.
Brother,
You can't even sell your players. How is he?
bro, it's not about selling. We're not talking about selling. I'm saying, has he improved them? Has he made them? Did you think Moreno would be doing what Moreno done last season? Do you think Kai Havertz would be doing once he started scoring?
Moreno's a weird one.
Did you think it? Yes or no?
Who? Kai Havertz?
Kai Havertz or Moreno? Did you think that?
Kai Havertz was a bad signing. Let's be real, bro. It was a bad signing.
But did you expect him to score the goals that he scored?
Kai Havertz, he's improved. Kai Havertz, he's improved. But also, I hear what you're saying, but we're like a month into Madueke being at Arsenal.
Ben White. Then it was Ramsdale.
Ben White.
We
Yeah.
could go through all of these players.
No, I don't disagree
that
with
once
you.
they got to Arsenal, what is it that they said? Yeah, it's too much money. We don't know. Then after a couple months, he was like, oh shit, yeah. Okay, I can see why Arteta brought him in.
Yeah, but there's also cool. But there's also been some stinky ones. That's not live.
Loads of stinky.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the reason why I say Havertz, because bro,
Fabio.
Yeah.
He went on loan.
No, Patrick.
Kivio. What's his name?
Kivio,
yeah.
Kivio, he came in.
was
We had
okay.
back-to-back
was
clean
just-
sheets when
he was
came
okay.
in.
He was
How many games?
he was a backup
I
centre
think it was
back.
like 15 games or something like that. He went back-to-back clean sheets,
I'm
mate.
not sure about that. Next one, we've asked you in the chat. 65% have gone with Noni.
Yes.
35% go with
Come on,
Kirkes.
that's what I'm talking about.
Next
bro.
up, Timber versus Gakpo.
Timber. Best right back.
Versus Gakpo.
Timber. That's a man that will say,
You're saying that too confident.
bring me any
Yeah.
winger. That's what.
You're
that's
disrespecting
you're
Cody, you know?
disrespecting
No, I'm
that,
not just
you
disrespecting
are.
Cody.
Don't forget, these two obviously know each other through
Yeah,
playing for Holland.
That's
as well.
It's not that easy to say.
Timber. Listen,
People, by the way, Cody Gakpo just signed a new contract. Loved that news because he is
I bet you Cody
Mr.
Gakpo
Dutch
scores
clutch.
I bet he scores
will.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't gonna score. It's gonna
bet
be
he
like a
scores
defender that scores.
I live for
The
Liverpool.
thing is,
Yeah, it'll be like a Van Dijk header or something. Yeah.
Have you not seen what's going on
okay,
up
the
front?
last game, what happened? You lot scored from what? Van Dijk? Header? No?
What, Newcastle?
No, I'm saying us when we played you lot last season.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
sort
you
of bad.
can't-
But
I know, but-
we're
you
actually
can't,
capable
yeah.
of scoring goals away from set pieces, though, unlike you.
Okay, it's fine. It's
So you're
fine.
not-
I like this.
Go on, go on.
You're not worried. You're not worried there's no Saka.
No.
Okay. Eddie starts tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%.
not worried. You're not worried that Saka's not there, but you're upset.
You'd rather
Saka,
him
do you know what I
be
mean?
played.
Like, Saka.
Saka is a miss just like Salah would be a miss. But you'd
Wow.
still get
So
the...
Not
Madueke
Salah.
and Martinelli.
No, Martinelli's not
So
nowhere
what
near
is
the
it?
squad.
Madueke.
He will start,
I'm
bro.
putting Madueke on the right, Eze on the left.
But Martinelli will start.
I don't want Martinelli
I know,
to
but
start.
you will.
I don't want him
You
to
will.
start.
High line Liverpool.
But specifically-
Martinelli's your quickest player to break on them.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't make the right
It will
decisions.
matter, though.
Specifically,
He'll play him.
though, Timber Gakpo. I need
Sorry,
you
sorry,
to come back up.
I'm gonna go. I'll go Timber.
He's solid.
He's a good player.
He's
I
solid.
think people are disrespecting Cody.
I know, man. I
Cody.
think so.
I think
as
he's
well.
good, but
19
but
goals in
But
all
also
comps
respect
last year.
Timber.
I'm
Timber's
saying
very
Timber.
good.
Listen,
I'm saying Gakpo.
listen. I did a combined 11 this morning on another broadcasting channel.
Oh, yeah.
And I had Timber down as the right back, so I definitely respect Timber.
Yeah, I
I'm a
respect
big
Timber.
fan of him. Scored 2, gets an assist last week for a right back. Wow, probably the most informed one in the league. But Cody Gakpo, 6'4", and
I was talking about his height, bro.
Is he 6'4"? He's not. Is he?
What's that? 6'4",
look it
like
up.
he's a model. 6'4".
Feels about 6'2", 6'3".
Aerial
bro.
photo.
Curly hair, 6'4".
yeah,
He's
well,
Dutch,
He's a bad
bro.
man, man.
Timbers
give it
is the guy
centimetres.
defensively.
Nah, yeah, Timber. I can't lie.
193
I
centimetres.
was very jealous when you lot got Timber. I'll be honest. I really
He's
wanted
an
Timber.
all-round
He's
defender.
He's such a good player.
He's an all-round
6'4".
defender. He- Look,
There you go,
6'4".
brother.
just
First.
bearing in mind he's just come
There you
back
go.
from injury as well.
First.
He's been putting in the minutes. He's been probably one of our most consistent defenders.
I love Cody Gakpo
Alongside
by the way.
Gabriel. As much as I'm not disrespecting Gakpo, but I'm just saying in a 1v1, Timber's not going to allow Gakpo to get into his rhythm. He will, from the start, he will make sure he's close to him, and he'll either clean him out as well in the first challenge to remind him, yeah, bro, you're my countryman, you're my countryman, but I ain't going to let you just whiz past me. That's what's
This is
gonna,
Anfield. You do know that.
we're not scared of it. We're not scared of Anfield.
Okay.
We're not
Would
scared
you
of
take a draw
Anfield.
right now?
Would I take it? What if we
Right
was
now, yes
1-0
or no?
down or whatever.
No. Would you take a draw?
No,
tomorrow,
I want to
yes or
win.
no?
If we want to win, if we want to win the Premier League, we have to go tomorrow to Anfield and win. That's in my
I agree with that.
I don't want no
Yeah,
draw.
but you don't-
We've done all the whole draw things. And,
yeah, but-
that's a good point. No, if you want to be champions, you have to go
But
to
it's
places
also
like
taking
Anfield
2
and win.
points off of us if you.
Yeah,
draw
I was
as
going to
well.
say tomorrow is the emphasis is on Liverpool.
Liverpool
Of course
to
it
win,
is.
yeah.
It has
They're
to
at
be.
home.
It has to
This
be.
is-
Arsenal take a draw all day long. I'm not saying like you got to be over the moon with it, but I'm saying you take it
You gotta
every
take
single
it,
day.
yeah.
This is it's fair points what you lot are saying, but to me, this is a psychological battle as to how the season will go. If we win tomorrow, that will give these man the impetus to say, you know what, yeah, we can go the distance. If we get a draw, then it's going to be like, oh yeah, we got to see how we do at the Etihad, or we got to do see how we do at Old Trafford, or whatsoever. I want us to go there to say, this is our trophy this season. That's the mentality I want these players to have. I don't want us to be scared or be phased.
That's what they need to do. I would, you're talking about Timber smashing Gakpo early on.
I see him
Imagine
50.
he gets an early yellow, and then bang, that's where you target for the whole game. then.
Timber
don't know.
he got an early yellow in one of the previous games and he was fine.
Temperament,
because his temperament is very
temperament's
good.
top.
He's very professional in that
top.
manner. So for me, I'm not worried about that. Like I said, if Calafiori plays and he gets a yellow within the first half,
You'd
that's
be
when
worried.
I'm like, bro, I can see us going a man down.
Well,
And also,
I'll tell you what, this was very close in the chat. We've got 59 to 41 in Timber's favour.
Yeah, okay.
In Timber's favour. The last one I have for you, Gravenberch, McAllister and Wirtz versus Declan, Zubimendi and Marino/Eze.
You don't want to put Odegaard there.
If he plays, obviously.
So where's
then
it? What's
you
the
can
Liverpool
have,
one?
So
Gravenberch,
yeah.
McAllister, Wirtz, and that's
McAllister ain't
assuming that
playing.
Soboslai doesn't play, by the way.
McAllister
will
fit?
play. McAllister will play, yeah.
Is he fit? Yeah.
I hope so. 'Cause he's
If you put
my favourite player.
Szoboszlai, my rating will go towards Liverpool. I just don't think Florian's shown me anything in his first 2 games. I know it's a small sample size that will compete with the Arsenal midfield.
I do wonder if he gets dropped for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you need
Soboslai could easily start.
Yeah,
this game.
I will start.
I mean, he could
underrated.
play right back, and then you still put
Yeah.
Wirtz in
Well,
as well.
he did against Newcastle, didn't
Yeah,
he?
and
So-
then Soboslai went into midfield.
Yeah.
In the late
Put
stages.
Soboslai right back
Inverted.
against us.
Pick the 3.
I love it. No, do you know what? I love
do
this.
as well.
I love
I wish I was on the train with
love
you
this.
8 a.m. tomorrow, man. I'll tell you that. No, in terms of the midfield, nah, I'm still going with my boys, Zubimendi and Declan. You
and
can't,
then Eze.
and then Eze is just a little sprinkle on top.
Yeah.
People, you can't beat them. No, it's true. You can't. They're the complete. You even said it. You said it on the other alternative broadcast. You said.
Well done. Great work.
You
Brilliant.
said Declan Rice is one of the best midfielders, hands down. He is one of the best, and he's come to us and he's obviously elevated our team. But
I think he walks into 95%
there you
of
go,
teams. in my
100%,
opinion.
100%. And then Zubimendi as well controls the game, breaks the play down. That's something that I'm going to be looking at tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's gonna some key tackles. He's going to make.
He
tomorrow.
wasn't good against United, I have to say. He was
He
a
wasn't.
bit anonymous. Like, didn't
Yeah,
really
he
see
didn't
much.
really-
of him
Yeah,
against
yeah,
United,
There's way
but-
too many Arsenal fans in this chat for my
Come
liking,
on,
right?
come on, you're
They're
here,
currently
boys.
winning that
Expected.
one as well, 57 to 43% in favour of Arsenal. But do you know what? The
I think I'd
beautiful
edge it
thing
to
is?
them as well.
Do you know what the really beautiful thing is?
There you go.
We will see.
Yeah,
That's it.
we will.
And that's
I'm
it.
looking forward to it. Yeah,
I will see.
I mean, we'll hear the crying after if it goes one. If the result
Well,
goes
it depends how the
If the
result
result
goes.
goes one way, we'll
Yeah.
hear crying.
The
bro.
receipts are there, bro.
I'm telling you.
Just
All the
depends,
receipts
innit?
are there.
Depends. As long as it's no stupidness like VAR done today, it's fine.
You know,
can't
I
I
guarantee
can hold my
that,
hands up and say, all right, cool, we put in a good fight.
Just before we finish on this one, Mohamed Salah, famously asked now by Cecil at the PFA Awards, who's the favourites for the league? He said Arsenal. They're the most stable team, been together 5-6 years. He spoke to an alternative broadcaster and he backed down. He backed it up. He stood tall on business and said, listen, I think people have to read between the lines in here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mohamed Salah is putting the pressure on
Mind
Arsenal.
games,
He's
right?
playing my
course.
games.
The top players, the elite, world-class players
So
play
what? You
mind
can't
games.
can't recognize real. So when Messi and Ronaldo are shaking hands or they're hugging each other, they're congratulating each other. They hate each other or they
Nah,
don't
this
rate
is-
each other.
yeah, but
On
this
the
is
pitch,
different,
they'll
though.
hate
This is
each other
different.
in that moment.
This
for
is
sure.
this is a little bit of mental games from Salah, just to put the pressure on
It's a
Arsenal.
mind game.
I'm glad you see that because
Yeah,
Arsenal
yeah,
fans
yeah.
going, they've spent all this money and they're doing the underdog gimmick.
No.
Look between the lines. He's just
also,
doing this to you guys. Go
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
deal
he's
with
just
that.
putting pressure.
Yeah.
Can you deal with the
That's
pressure?
not pressure.
Because he's been there and done it.
Easy to
That's
fish.
not the pressure, bro. We
They're-
finished
bro, they're
second.
eating
easy
it
to
up.
fish.
We finished second last season.
And the season
We've been
before.
the most consistent
And the
team.
season before.
And the
So
season before, yeah.
obviously they're looking at it. They're not going to say Man United. They're saying we're the closest to them. Everyone, when you play against Arsenal, all the other teams, what they say? Well, who's the toughest opponent? What's the toughest team you've faced? Oh, it's Arsenal, hands down. That's all the professionals in the Premier League.
What a trophy.
Listen.
You can't say nothing to that though, bro.
said 3-1.
You man just lost to Bournemouth. You man just
What a trophy.
you just lost to Bournemouth. So all of that, and you lose to Bournemouth.
I don't mind. It's fine.
Lyrics.
Admit, you know what I mean. But with Arsenal fans,
Lyrics for lyrics.
I just let you guys know, like, look, Tottenham never won a trophy, a title. Fair enough. Arsenal, your last title was over 2 decades ago. Okay. Yeah, you lot have finished second. You lot keep talking about it's our year. Remember when you finished second 2 seasons ago, Liverpool weren't in the picture. You beat City. Yeah, Liverpool come in
out of nowhere, really.
Humble,
out of nowhere,
and overtook you, and they won the league disgustingly silly.
Out of nowhere.
Your second last season is in back. That it was one of the worst second places you lot out of the 3 because it was 18 points.
It was
last year.
Yeah, last year.
No, it was 10 in the end. But
10 in the end.
we
but
obviously
then
took our foot off the gas in April.
They took their foot off the gas because they already won the league. So
I love how rattled the Arsenal fan base are.
I understand you finished second, but you guys still need to. Bruv, trust me, you don't still need to do a lot more. It's not just we're gonna cruise and finish second. It's our year.
Didn't say we're cruising.
You still need to prove. You still need to prove
He's
it.
not scared of Anfield.
Not only in the Premier League as well, domestic cups and Champions League. Compete on all fronts.
That's what we're doing.
Normally you don't compete on all fronts. You're out.
Was you watching last season?
Yes,
you're out of all the domestic cups wise. Arsenal are poor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a Spurs fan.
I'm being honest, we need to go
shot back.
Champions League.
I like it.
Champions League, your first semi-final since 2006.
Okay.
Yeah.
Act like you've been here before.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So act like you've been here before, but there's so much more to prove than just sort of talking about Premier League. Okay. And that's what I talk about Arsenal. So
yeah, you know what it is, yeah. And I'm not even trying to gang up, yeah. I'm not trying to gang up, but you know what it is. All right, when I look at the 2 teams, right. I think Arsenal are better set up to go and win the league because I just think the structure's there, the players 100%. Are there, they've been there consistently, and most importantly, you're the best defence in the league, and that goes a far way in terms of winning the title. Yeah. Liverpool, meanwhile, they got a lot of work to do with their defensive line. They still concede elite goals, but it's just that niggling thing at the back of my head where I just go, Arsenal are just gonna fall over somewhere, because it's just what they do. It's what they've done for the last 3 seasons.
You hype yourselves up to fall down.
We don't hype
because last season was the season to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Like Real Madrid quarterfinals, bro. Act like you've been there before. You lot, Declan Rice scored 2 free kicks against Real Madrid.
2 free kicks.
2
worldies, bro.
All right, cool.
Worldies.
All right, that's fine.
Have you ever seen that before?
It was not a trophy.
Have you ever seen that before?
You could then go to the semi-final and stink up the place.
My goodness.
And this is the point.
Long throws.
Hold on. I'll come into Arsenal's defence here. They came up against a PSG side, which I think in the last decade might be one of the best club teams we've seen in a season.
No.
PSG side last season.
They done all right against PSG. Now they want to talk about.
PSG smoked Inter Milan 5-0 in the final.
Yeah, but
PSG that season were unreal.
Inter Milan though.
No. Inter Milan a good side. Inter Milan a good side.
These salty Spurs fans.
It should have been. I agree.
That should have been a Barcelona and thing fan. I'm not even salty. There's nothing to be salty about.
Yeah,
he won a trophy. I'm just saying. All right. We'll wrap it up.
But I just think Arsenal fans, if just humble yourselves a bit.
And you know what, Arsenal, after all of that negativity, tomorrow go there, put in a performance, show yourself to silence these types of fans, because this is all I get in my ear all the time.
All right. Well, look, let's call it a day, because what's the score going to be, my friend?
All right, cool.
I said it'll be a 3-2, but now I'll go 2-1.
2-1 Arsenal. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
I'll go 1-1. Typical.
Yeah, I think draw 2-2.
Yeah.
We don't need another 2-2. Yeah.
It just happens, bro. Arsenal don't lose against the big 6.
Yeah.
They don't lose against the big 6, but they draw a lot.
You get me data, bro. So if I'm a better man, you ain't lost there since 2021.
But they also haven't won there since 2012.
So I'll go over a draw.
And all of the omens that we've touched on it. We've done it away to Old Trafford, back-to-back games, Chelsea, blah blah blah. We've done it all.
City at Anfield though. We haven't done it all until
that's fine. No, but this is the last one we can chalk off. Then
No,
what's the
you
next
gotta
one?
do
Then what's the
Etihad
next
though.
one going to be? What's
You
the
got
next
to do
one going to
Etihad
be?
as well.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's two to
Everyone
chalk
wants to
off.
change the
He did it.
goalposts.
Martinelli won. Martinelli winner was Emirates, wasn't it? Was that Etihad or Emirates?
No, it was Emirates.
Emirates,
yeah.
right. Anfield, I hate to say it, but
Bring
it's
it on.
just
I
hate
It's a
it,
fortress,
bro.
I
don't
hate
get me
it.
wrong.
It's an L for
I
me.
hate it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
Anfield with a
Straight
passion, bro.
Every away
It's a
team should hate it
graveyard,
coming to
bro.
Anfield.
Bring it on, man.
No, your ground is a graveyard. Ours is the
Graveyard
home of
for
the
man.
champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you, it's a
Yeah, it's a
graveyard.
graveyard.
I hear it. Can I get some quick score predictions for Nottingham Forest West Ham tomorrow, 2:00 kickoff?
Forest win 2-0.
I've got Forest in my final one standing. Do not let me down. I will go 3-1 Forest.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go a bit not excited. I'm gonna go 1-0.
1-0 Forest.
3-0 Forest.
3-0 Forest.
Yeah, wood brace.
Early as well.
Yeah, wood brace. Like, literally done.
Yeah. Brighton versus Man City, 2:00 kickoff.
City.
Someday of football tomorrow. by the way.
City
City
4-0.
at home.
What?
They'll do something. Yeah, they'll do something. Yeah, but 4-0.
Okay.
I'll go 3-2 City. I think City will leak some goals.
I'll go 2-1 City.
I got 2-0 City.
2-0 City.
Yeah, I think that's
Aston Villa Crystal Palace, 7:00 kickoff.
Villa at home, and then it's in the evening.
Villa have been weird.
Villa
man.
win 2-1.
2-1. Let us know what you guys think in the chat.
I'll go 2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa. Okay. All right. I'll go
1.
1-0.
That's mine.
Is that what you as well?
I
Yeah.
think Mateta and Watkins.
Let us know in the chat what you guys think to that one. Sebastian says Salah have successfully rage baited a whole fan base. I agree. And if you say anything to react to that, that means he's.
I'm not going to do no talking until tomorrow after the game.
After the game, we'll do talking after the game. Just before we go, quick update in the Championship. Middlesbrough win at home to Sheffield United, who at the end of the game, the Blades fans who were away were saying you're getting sacked in the morning to Ruben Sells, who did you even know that Danny Ings is up front for Sheffield United now?
Oh, wow.
Well, there you go, a bit of information for you.
And they just bought Tanganga as well.
Exactly. QPR 3, Charlton Athletic 1. Very late drama there at Loftus Road. Big result there for QPR. You were at the game?
I was at the game. It was
Nice.
a good game.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Stoke 0, West Bromwich Albion 1.
Come on, Ryan
Man
Mason.
like Nathaniel Phillips, my
Come on,
hero,
Mason.
my king, scores the winner to slump the Potters. Yeah,
Ryan
hold
Mason,
that,
get
Potters.
in.
Blackburn 0, Norwich City 2, Bristol 4, Hull City 2, Ipswich 2, Derby County 2. A 116th minute equaliser from Jack Clark.
Wow.
90 plus
Ex-Spurs
16.
boy as well.
Does the
He
game
is.
get
He
there?
is. I mean,
Jeez.
something.
Wrexham
Rhian
beat
Brewster
Millwall.
scoring a goal though for Derby County, former Liverpool player there. Millwall home defeat 2-0 to Wrexham. Kiefer Moore on fire right now, by the way.
On Wrexham.
But listen to this:
They're
if you
doing well.
thought 90 plus 16 was a lot, 90 plus 18. The
18
final winner
minutes. Oh,
for Wrexham, who have
Only in
finally
the
got their first win
Clean with
in
assists.
the Championship. And yeah, they're doing well, aren't they? Oxford United 2, Coventry 2. Frank Lampard getting a draw there.
boy Will Lancashire.
Will Lancashire scoring. Portsmouth 1, Preston North End 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Swansea 2, and Watford 2, Southampton 2.
Yeah.
I have to say, I know we all
draws.
love the Premier League, and I know it's where the big money is. But in terms of drama, goals, action,
Championship does
cards,
bring it.
late winners,
Yeah.
the Championship, in my opinion, is the 5th hardest league in the world.
Yeah.
All in.
In terms of volume of games,
Very
as well,
underrated.
right? And genuinely on this show, we used to do League 1, League 2. Obviously, time doesn't allow that for us to do that every show, but I always like checking in at least to see how the Championship teams fared as well. Right, guys, that's it.
That's
That's
it, man.
the show today, Saturday
show?
Football Show.
What show?
Second show back. I'm very honoured to host this show, but even more honoured to have esteemed guests on the show because this show is nothing without the opinion, the debates, the rivalries. We love to see it, right? So round of applause for Dean in the building.
Cheers, guys.
Got Nick
You know
as well.
me.
Big up to Nick.
Cheers.
Big up Farms as well. Slowly becoming one of my favourite Arsenal. Well, actually, maybe not so after.
Wait until tomorrow,
yeah, I'll have
wait
to
till
wait.
tomorrow, wait till
Thank to you guys as well for watching the show. We'll be back.
And big up to AJT.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, man.
I'll take it if it's offered. I wasn't fishing for it or anything. But guys, smash that like button on the way out. Don't forget, watch along tomorrow here at 4 o'clock, and then obviously the big show on Monday where the talking just stops, doesn't it? We have to talk
here
on
Monday,
the show,
actually.
but love to see it.
Yeah, I'm here Monday.
Love to see it, yeah, because Abby's on holiday, isn't it? So I'll see you on Monday, my friend. Looking forward to that. Also, FCM tomorrow at 7 o'clock as well. Do not miss that. Smash that like button on the way out. Let us know if your team won or lost this weekend. Subscribe to DR Sports if you haven't already. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. All the best.
Catch all the best shows from your favourite fan channels on GFN Soccer TV, now streaming on Samsung TV Plus.